No, again, dude, like, I think if there's anyone to beat Jon Jones, it's Alex. But, I mean, Jon Jones, that fun guy can wrestle, dude. That level of black athleticism, you know, like, that man could wrestle, dude. You know, when you come from a lineage of, like, D1 professional athletes, you know, real good.
Jon's too big. Great wrestler. See how he took Stipe down in that first round? Yeah. I like Alex Pereira. I like him personally. You know,
but
it just
the greatest of all time, right?
It just doesn't make sense to make that fight. If they both want it bad enough and they're both hounding me or something, maybe I would do it. It's just Alex Pereira is killing it. Look at his age and what he's doing right now. What's the reason to go up and fight a guy that's so much bigger than you and such a good wrestler?
But to say Alex Pereira is just an easier fight, I don't think so. Alex Pereira has proven that he's not an easier fight. He's not. Look at what he's doing to guys. Yes, they're not Jon Jones, but hey, he's somehow, how many times have we got on here and we talk about, okay, this guy might be able to get him. And then we're like, and then you are like, he did it again. He forced the guy to stand with him and just trade with him. And you saw that. You saw the fight. There was instances where Stipe was trying to exchange with Jon. Jon's defense, as you just say, wasn't really as sharp. Alex Pereira can continue that combination, and Alex Pereira is going to kick. So, and Alex Pereira will kick, isolate those legs. So, it's not that easy of a fight.
They're both pretty much going to be the same size. Like Jon Jones is literally Jon Jones at his best at heavyweight. He's 235 pounds. Alex Pereira's 135 235 as well. The fight makes perfect sense, bro. Tom can fight somebody else elsewhere. You want to make a super fight. You want to allow an American to headline. It's Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira.
Until somebody solves the puzzle of Jon Jones, I do not believe that man can be beat. So until that happens, and Pereira is he's a guy that could do it, but it's Jon Jones, man. And honestly, like, you just don't bet against Jon Jones. So if it goes up to heavyweight, I'm going with Jon. But hell of a fight, man. Who knows?
This is, to me, the key question. This is the key question right here. We all seem to think that if Jones and Poatan fight, that Jones will easily beat him. I think it's fair to say that on the feet, Alex will have the upper hand and Jones will have the advantage on the ground. However, considering the fact that Alex has been training with Glover for many years and that he stuffed all of Ankalaev's takedowns while injured and that Jones is past his prime, does Alex have a much higher chance to beat Jon than we're giving him credit for? It might be recency bias, but I used to really feel like this would be a mismatch. But I don't anymore. Right. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
You know, dude, the thing about Alex too, he's really fucking hard to take down. Like, you gotta guys understand about Alex, like, his natural striking stance is hip in. So, like, you'll see guys double leg Alex and he doesn't do the normal reaction. So generally, dude, when someone double legs you, you instinctively want to put your ass out and sprawl. That's like the instinct. It's like, and that's what you're taught. Someone double legs you ass out and sprawl. But like, the correct way to defend a double leg is hip in. It's always hip in. So Alex's natural fighting stance, it's always hip in. So when you shoot a double leg on him, you're shooting into his fucking hip. So he's a really hard motherfucker to take down. You know, if you're gonna have any success with him, he better be fucking tired, because naturally he just has a defensive stance.
I think what Alex will do is find that leg kick. And I think what Jon will try to do is take him down on the leg kick. So it'll be a fun fight to watch, but I would again go with Jon Jones.
I think Jon Jones is going to be able to take him down and pass his guard. Yes, he'll have to deal with Alex Pereira's stand-up, but that's easy to nullify, which is to take him down, and then he can be able to, you know, have his way with him, pass his guard, elbow him. You know, I think that's how the fight will go down.
Because if I put Alex Pereira against Jon Jones, Pereira's the underdog. Against Tom Aspinall, Pereira's the underdog. Cyril Gane, Pereira may be an underdog. But does it bring the same type of recognition or the same type of value to a victory as fighting Jon Jones? Pereira matches up much better also against Tom Aspinall and against Cyril Gane and all these other guys than he does Jon Jones.
Pereira's worth risking it for me. I don't know how many ways I can say it, but he just doesn't have the titles. You know, he can have finishing rate, high finishing rate, and all that type of stuff, but he doesn't have titles. And when you have 17 world titles, it only makes sense to fight somebody on your level. And Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira are not on the same level. Maybe they're both excited, they have the same excitement level, but when it comes down to what they are doing, they're not on the same level. And so for me, when I have belts and I have money and all that type of stuff, I'm looking for the legacy stuff. Tom doesn't give that to me. Hype, I would shut up hype, but I've been doing that my whole life, is shutting up hype. Me selfishly, I want legacy.
The debate has changed. The debate before it was all wrapped in Jon not wanting the fight with Aspinall. It seemed like Jon was cherry picking, in not necessarily. No one thinks Poaton's easy to beat, but relative to Tom, the thought was that's why he's doing that, because he doesn't want any part of Tom, and he thinks he can beat Poatan, and that's why he's doing it. The difference now is that Poatan scores this insane win, and then he is the one lobbying for the fight, and so it's completely changed the debate. The answer, of course, is we have to see what happens if they fight. But because there is this renewed belief, and because there is now this renewed advocacy, not from Jon, but from Poatan, I think people are like, maybe we should rethink this. And maybe we should. Maybe we should.
But why would Pereira want to fight Jon Jones? It would seem as though you could argue, I am the champion of the world and you're not. We fought at the same time. It would seem as verbally you could argue, and that seems to be historically the way guys prefer to do it. And every now and then you get a guy like Pereira. I just, for all the things that I think are cool about him, why does he want to fight Jon Jones? Might be the thing that I find the coolest, the top. A legit, true competitor who legitimately, behind the fame and the money and the cameras, wants to know, am I better than you, or are you better than me?
Jon Jones is definitely the man, overall, the greatest, and that's how I've always seen that. But when someone like Pereira jumps in the octagon, I think there's something different that happens. So, especially even at his age, 38, Jon Jones is also 38, I believe. But I think it just comes down to raw power, and I know that Pereira would want this. Him getting this third title would in each division would be crazy. So. It could be on any side, man. I honestly don't know. I'll sit on the fence for this one, but I'm rooting for the both of them.
I don't believe Jon's going to fight Aspinall. I don't think there's enough money. He's too dangerous. He's too big. But there is a fight with Alex Pereira, and I do believe that Jon Jones wants it because they know there's a big deficiency in Pereira, and he's going to expose that. So he's going to make money. He wants to call it the champ versus champ fight, and I get it. Throwing it out there, you know what the reality is, Kamaru? He deserves that, dude. He deserves that fight, but I see nothing going on with Tom Aspinall. So Tom Aspinall, sit down. Jones is not going to fight you, and rightfully so, because you're too damn dangerous.